As we read the book of Revelation over the next few days, it is probably one of the most misinterpreted books of the Bible. There's all kinds of machinations going around it. You know, people get into the numbers theory and they do all this kind of stuff. But it's really about the presence of God in times of turmoil, that God is always going to be with us. So if you're going to do any research on the book of Revelation, find a competent scripture scholar and read that person and dismiss the others. You know, the big controversy in Chicago, and I happened to work in that building, was the 666 North Lakeshore Drive. Everybody thought it was the devil. It wasn't, but they had to change the address because of a few people who did not understand the meaning of the book of Revelation. So, find a competent scripture scholar and read that person. Okay, now the homily, now that I'm finished yelling at you. Well done, good and faithful servant. I hope when I die that is what the Lord will say to me. You know, Jim, you've messed up in this life, but in the long run, you've done good things. So well done, good and faithful servant. Welcome to the kingdom of heaven. But you know, I think it's something, though, that sometimes we take for granted. But today's gospel tells us we just can't sit there and expect God to say, come on in. Not that God won't do that, but our faith is something to be lived. It's something to be worked on. It is something that we should grow. And I think that's the thing. Sometimes when we take things for granted, we think we can slip in. Well, I think God is a merciful God, and maybe He forgives us for slipping in. But I know faith is something to be worked on. We shouldn't take it for granted. And when we've done the best we can with the talents that God has given us, may we hear, well done, good and faithful servant. Come on in.
Thank you for joining us for the celebration of the Mass today. It's a blessing that you are with us. Every broadcast of this liturgy goes out to hundreds of people and hundreds of people all over the world. It's been an enormous blessing. If you'd like to support this virtual ministry of OLPH, please go to our website. You can support this ministry by going to Give Central so that we can continue to broadcast the liturgy each and every week. Thank you for your support. Most of all, thank you for joining us today. God bless you. Greetings from OLPH.